Good morning. I hope you've been getting some value out of the updates that we've been sending out through our email platforms, as well as through LinkedIn and all of the other social media. But this morning, I'd like to pause for a moment and add a little personal context to what I think we're dealing with as an industry. Think about it. Just a couple weeks ago, more than 50% of the food that Americans consumed was in out-of-the-home settings, in restaurants, hotels, major sporting events, hospitality, all of those channels that essentially vanished overnight. But Americans still need to consume the same amount of food. So what you are all grappling with is a Herculean effort under any circumstances, much less in this crisis. We have to transfer 50% of the food supply from a channel that no longer exists into retail, and make sure we're doing that every day to feed Americans. It's an amazing undertaking, and I thank you for doing that. And at the same time, we've got to recognize the devastating financial impact this has had on our food service distribution channel. Restaurants are closed, even though they've already served millions of consumers with produce that was delivered by our companies. Those distributors in the middle are getting squeezed. Their receivables can't be paid, and yet they still owe for the food supplies to the growers and shippers. We've got to find a way to help them survive, and that's not an exaggeration. Now, I think about it last night. I saw a number of happy hours, virtual happy hours on social media. It was great, but it just reminds you we should have all been in restaurants. We should have all been out last night having a great time. When this crisis is over, and it will be over, we've got to make sure our food service distribution channel is still alive. So we're working as hard as we possibly can to make sure government understands that, to make sure that our restaurant customers understand that we are in this together. So for all of you in the food service, produce distribution sector, we're doing everything we can, and I know you are too. So just to wrap up, I'm the guy whose name is on those emails. I'm the guy who's talking to you now, but I'm a figurehead. I'm just standing here on behalf of our entire team, our board of directors who met by virtual call this week to deal with this crisis for our industry. So we're all going to keep working. I know you are. We appreciate everything you're doing. There's nothing right now that helps a downtrodden consumer anymore than walking into their local store and seeing a beautiful array of fresh produce. Keep it coming. Let's do everything we can to serve America. Thank you.